Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite mommy Bay Lizzy in the building, and this is Lizzy Chiswold. If you are seeing this beautiful face for the first time, you are highly welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always tuning in to watch my videos. I really appreciate you guys so much. So on today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my relocation story. Okay, yeah, from the title you already know what this video is all about. So many years ago, 20 something years ago, when my sister nearly got married, my mom told me that I will be going to live with my sister in Lagos, and I was so excited because I've always longed to go to Lagos. And my reason of wanting to go to Lagos is to learn how to speak English. Guys, I don't know what it feels for you, but me, I've always felt like once I step my foot into Lagos, I'm going to start speaking phone, as in speak good English. But did it happen that way? Anyways, in 1996, after my primary 5 education, my in-law came down to Lagos, and I came down to village, and I have to follow him down to Lagos. She's a message to lie down. So I have to follow him down to Lagos. And on getting to Lagos, I was seeing gigantic buildings, I was seeing many cars, I was seeing a lot of things that are different from the village settings, which I've always grown to live in. So on getting there, I met my sister. She was heavily pregnant. Everybody was happy. I was happy, and everything we're just moving on, as in just catching up at the moment. So a few days passed. Once my in-law leaves to his shop with his apprentice, it will just be me and my sister alone in the house. And you know, as a pregnant woman, she always loves to sleep, and that is basically one of their symptoms. She's always feeling tired and sleepy, because at that time I was still young. I was still very young, and I barely know how to do anything. So she does almost everything. So she's still putting me through most of the things, sweeping the house, doing a lot of things in the house basically. So at a moment, I wasn't finding it funny, because all those things I felt she's pushing me, as in she's forcing me to do them. I felt she's punishing me, she's being wicked to me and all that, because my mom never pushed me that hard to learn all those things. I don't sweep, I don't do anything while I was living with my parents. So all that was happening, and then we watched a lot of Nigerian movies back then. All those Ikuku, Living in Bondage, name them, all those Igbo movies. So but mostly I watched her wedding videos most of the time, and when I do, each time I watch those videos, that their wedding video, I begin to cry, I begin to shed tears, I begin to call my mom, my dad. I want to go back to the village and all that. So they felt, my sister felt, maybe she felt I'm just missing my people and all that, but she doesn't know the extent that I was missing them. But because had it been she's not always sleeping as a pregnant person, as a pregnant woman she is, I don't think I would have felt that way. I wouldn't be crying like that, I wouldn't be missing my parents like that. But because she's always sleeping, I felt that is why I always cry. Because once I see my mother, my father, my younger brother, and all other of my siblings in that video, I'll begin to cry, I'll begin to feel their absence and all that. On this fateful day, after my in-law has left to his shop, I was watching the video, and then the thing as it got to me so bad that I have to go inside and pack all my things, as in when I mean everything I came to Lagos with, including the ones they bought for me. So I went in and I packed everything. I told my sister that I'm going back to the village and I don't want to stay in Lagos anymore, because this is not what I felt or I thought Lagos was. And the English that I came to learn in Lagos is nothing to write home about, as in I am not getting anything. Because one, the place we're living in, we happen to be the only tenants in that compound, living with the landlady. Nobody to talk to, nobody to chat with. We're just living in a mind your business house. we can only see outside through the window. God, as in, I don't know if you guys will understand. So that day I just packed all my things. I told her that I'm going. I don't want to stay in Lagos anymore. That I want to go and stay with my parents. That I want to go and see my mother, see my. They said I should come down. That very soon Christmas will come, and I'll go back. We will travel to go and see my mother and other of my siblings. I told them no, that I don't want to stay in Lagos. That I'm not enjoying Lagos anymore. So I was just crying. I refused to eat. I refused to take anything. So later in the evening, I was just there in the sitting room crying with my bags. When the husband came back, the husband was like, the husband saw me. He did not even, I did not even greet him. He just walked inside, went to meet the wife, asked the wife what happened. Why is he now? After the wife must have explained to him, he now came to the parlor and asked me what happened, why is my bags in the parlor. And then I explained to him. I told him that I want to go back to the village, that they should send me back to the village. Even if they don't want to go with me, they should just pay for the tickets, let me go back to the village to go and stay with my parents. So is that not funny? Someone they are trying to bring us from darkness, he said no, darkness is better for you. So after everything, my in-law consoled me, told me that I should not worry, that he knows that I'm feeling lonely and all that, and once school resumes that I'm going to start school as well. So there's this Yabisi lesson. There's this woman they call the Yabisi. She does lesson in our compound. So they felt I should be going there to meet up with the students and all that. But the worst part is that on getting to the lesson, Yabisi teaches English, every other subject in Yoruba language. And when she's speaking the English, it sounds like she's speaking Yoruba language. And her students does not know how to speak English. They don't understand. She teaches in a public school, and they basically speak Yoruba language. And this woman has this skunk Yoruba tongue. So after every lessons, I don't used to get anything. So once I get upstairs, my sister will ask me, what did you learn anything, and what did you learn and all that. I'll tell her that I didn't learn anything, that the woman was just speaking Yoruba all through. So I have to stop the lesson. So fast forward, school resumes, and I was registered in a private school, and then my dream was coming to reality. Okay, yeah, that was my aim of coming to Lagos to learn English, was coming to reality. So when we got into the school, oh my goodness, that was a story for another day. But anyway, I'm going to gist you guys. I'm not going to cut anything from here. So when we got to school, I was very happy that I have seen my age mates that I'm going to talk to, I'm going to play with and all that. Even though I don't know how to speak good English, but I still know how to speak pidgin. But on getting to this school, they said no vernacular speaking. We don't speak Yoruba, we don't speak Igbo, we don't speak vernacular, we don't speak pidgin, just English, pure good English. That is what they speak. My dear, tell me, how do I communicate? How do I communicate? I became deaf and dumb. I hardly talk to anybody, because when I try to say something to this person, the person tells me, I'm going to report you, you're speaking vernacular. My dear, I don't want to be reported, because if you report me, what am I going to say to the teacher? So, and I thank God that my class teacher is an Igbo woman, and she understands that I came from the village and I don't know how to speak good English. So she's always putting me through. But the funniest part of it all is that people got to know that I don't know how to speak English. So they start to, they were trying to mock me, they were trying to make me say something that will make them laugh and all that. And me, I refuse to say anything. So the only English language that I speak at that moment was what. Anything you say at the end of everything, I just tell you what. So if you attend my primary school here in Lagos, you will now understand why I was so quiet throughout my stay in St. Catherine Model School. That was my primary school here in Lagos. So that was basically what happened, and I never got to speak any language, and I don't look for trouble. And one thing about me, before I came to Lagos, I used to be a very talkative. They used to refer to me as a parrot, but when I got to my primary school here in Lagos, I became humble. English humbled me because I couldn't speak the language. How do I communicate? And this not knowing how to speak English have made a lot of people, as in, how will I put it, it has brought down a lot of people's morale because of not knowing how to speak English. Yes, why I decided to share this story is because it has affected my nephew in this recent time. Yeah, he lived almost his life here in Lagos, and now he has been registered in a boarding school in the east, and something happened in this school. So when they were about to, as in, explain themselves of what happened, the teachers told them that if you want to explain, you have to explain it in Igbo language, and he doesn't know how to speak Igbo language. Are you people understanding it now? Now the other boy who knows how to speak Igbo now have to lie against him, and he couldn't say anything. He knew the boy was telling lies. He heard what the boy was saying, but he couldn't speak. Now the boy has told lie against him, and the teacher went ahead and beat my nephew, which is very, very wrong. So I want to advise you, as a parent, as a mother, if you, any language, any tribe you are, try as much as possible to teach your child your language, your native language, so that anywhere he or she goes, he'll be able to defend him or herself. And also, tell your children, no matter what, no matter the language barrier, no matter any kind of barrier, if anybody is telling lie against you, don't keep quiet because you were asked not to speak the language you don't understand. Shout, tell them it is a lie, the boy is lying, that is not what happened. Speak the English, let the teacher beat you. Tell your child, speak the language, understand, let the teacher hear you, let her go ahead and beat you. At least you have made your point. And when this happened, that teacher shouldn't go scot-free, because I don't see the reason why. At least everybody has the right to be heard. Yeah, it pained me a lot when I heard this. It pained me so well when I heard it. So that was why I decided to share this story. So that is basically what my relocation story is all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed my story. So if you do, give this video a thumbs up, okay? And if you have something to share with me, if you have a similar experience, if you have something to contribute to what I have said, please leave a comment in the comment section. Let's continue from the comment section, okay? So thank you very much if you watched up to this moment, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do well to hit that red subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, so that every time I drop any new video, you will be first to be notified. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to see you definitely in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.